Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and today we're going to take a look at a Wi-Fi smart bulb from LYASI. Okay, so we're back again. Got another product from the lovely people at LYASI, and now after the Wi-Fi wall switch, which I'll link up there, I was quite interested to see what else they did, and I looked on Amazon and I had a scroll through and I came up with this. Now this rather unassuming beige piece of cardboard has, well it did, it's got that in there. Now that is a Wi-Fi controlled smart light bulb, which is RGBW. Now if you don't know what RGBW is, it's red, green and blue, but also with white. So rather than having to make a light bulb try and produce a white by combining the different colours, and which normally comes out kind of like a horrible blue or a weird yellow, this has actually got additional LEDs in there to make it just a pure white. So this is available in both types of fitting, so your Edison screw and your BC bayonet cap. That's a B22 or E27 for the technically minded. Now this is a 7-watt bulb, so it's not the brightest of bulbs, but it's nice as a side light. I wouldn't suggest using it as a single lamp unless you've got something like this, so you're going to be doing some desk reading or something, or it's more suited towards being a kind of like a side lamp rather than your main source of lighting. So that's got that out of the way. Now it says here lighting facts. Now you might like this, you might not, but I'm going to read it anyway. Lighting facts: per bulb, brightness 650 lumens. Now I presume that's going to be in white mode, whereas the colour mode is slightly dimmer, which we'll show you in a little bit. Estimated yearly energy cost. Now this is quite surprising. I didn't think it was as low as this. So this is based on the bulb being on 3 hours a day, roughly 11 cents per kilowatt hour of electricity. So that's probably, I guess, about 7 or 8p, which I'm not sure if that equates nowadays or not, because, well, I don't know. I just paid a bill. But they're saying the yearly cost of running this bulb for 3 hours a day over a year is less than $1. You're looking at 84 cents to run that bulb for 3 hours a day for an entire year. That ain't a lot. And for the actual nice kind of light it'll put out in your living room or your study or whatever it may be, well worth the money, less than $1 a year. Really did surprise me. And the lifespan of this bulb is actually, they reckon if you have it on 3 hours a day, it will last you 13.7 years. I'm not too sure how they managed to do that, but that's kind of nice. So it's probably going to last longer than Wi-Fi in its current state, so you probably won't be able to use it anyway. But anyway, it says on there light appearance 2700K, so it's in the warm spectrum, and energy used, like I said, is 7 watts. Blah blah blah. That's about it really. So let's have a look at the box inside and see what we get inside the box, which isn't a lot because the bulb's already out. Now you do get the instruction manual. So basically not a lot on there. Essentially all you do is scan the barcode, the QR code, and it'll take you to the Smart Life app. Smart Life is by Tuya. Tuya are a massive company and do lots of home automation kit. Chances are if you've got some home automation kit, either Oittm or whoever the manufacturer may be, I've got some smart plugs, I've got my diffuser, I've got some other RGB lights, and all of them underneath the skin of the app is actually run by the Smart Life app. Now we'll get onto that a little bit more later. Now because I've got the Oittm Smart app on my phone, for some bizarre reason I can't use the Smart Life app and the Oittm app at the same time. So I'll be doing my setup through the Oittm app. Obviously when you do yours it will look slightly differently if you haven't got the Smart Life app installed already. But it does work with quite a lot of home automation kit. So I'm waffling on, let's just get straight into this thing. Right, okay, so the screen recorder is now on. If that works, that's pretty cool, because I'm having a nightmare today. Right, okay, right. When you get the bulb out of the box, chances are it will come straight on like this. Now what you need to do is you need to turn your light fitting or light switch off and on and off and on and off and on. So basically on and off 3 times. So with this magical device here, I will do that. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. So now the bulb is flashing rapidly, that means it's in setup mode. So now we can go into the application on the smartphone. So like I said, I'm going to be using the Oittm Smart app, but you can use the Smart Life by Tuya if you wish to, but essentially they're both the same app. This just keeps it simple for me. So in the application, you just click on the plus to add a new device and scroll through your list and say if you're using the Smart Life app, you'll notice that this looks very, very similar. So we go down to the bottom and we choose light bulb, and it says there to make sure you've powered on the light and confirm that the light blinks rapidly, which you can see there and you can see there. So confirm the light blinks rapidly, and I have to enter my Wi-Fi password. So let's put that in. If I could spell. Okay, so now it says it's connecting. Now, the room I'm in currently is in a really, really weird space for Wi-Fi. Sometimes it connects first time, sometimes it doesn't, and it drives me mad, and I have to do videos over and over again until it works. But luckily, judging by the fact that that's now gone solid, that means it's connecting. And on the screen here, I can see it says it's connecting now, and there's a percentage countdown going, which you can see just there. So we're waiting now for 3 green ticks under searching device, registering device to the cloud, and initializing your device. So we'll just wait for that. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. And actually, now is a good time, while we're waiting for this, if you look at the bottom, just underneath this video, there's a red box and it says subscribe on it. If you click on that one, that'll be great. If you click on the bell icon, which is next to it, even better, because every time I make a new video, you will get notified in your inbox, or when you go into Google Chrome or whatever it may be, and you will get notified. And it looks like my Wi-Fi has just dropped out, as I said it would. Is this going to resolve itself? And this is not like those slick videos you see on the internet where people set up their devices and they're like, yeah, click here, click here, click here, and yes, you're up and running. This is what really happens in real life, in real homes. Generally, it goes wrong. But we'll see. Yes, result, it actually works, even after dropping out. I'm amazed. You should be amazed. This doesn't normally happen. Thank you, Jesus, Allah, whoever else. Thank you all. Okay, so it successfully added 1 device, and I'm going to call it RGB. I've called it RGB before, and I've removed it, and I've done it again just to show you people at home. So RGB is what I'm going to call it, and we're going to click done, and there we go. So in the app, which you can see there, you can see there's the light. So if I press the light, turns it off, press it again, brings it back on. All well and good, you say. So you've got option for brightness and color options, although that one doesn't seem to do anything, so I'll ignore that. But you've got brightness, so you've got dark or bright. Dark is essentially off, so that is fully adjustable for any type of brightness you may have, and you can set that as a common thing, so it always comes on at that brightness. I didn't explain that particularly well. Anyway, so next thing you've got option for color. So you've got a color wheel, which you can just circle around and choose whichever light color you like. Now I like the color of my watch, so let's see if we can find something similar to that. Oh dear. There we go, what do you reckon? Pretty close? Yeah, it's not bad. So that's the all the colours. If we go back into there. So also you've got option for scenes. So there's various scenes in here which, if I'm completely honest, I don't understand. There's one called Night, which is basically kind of green. I don't know. Maybe it's that colour where you live at night. Maybe if you're an alien or something. Other scenes, so reading. That gives you kind of like a bluish light, so I guess that's pretty good for when you're reading a book. Blue is supposed to be quite a good colour for that sort of thing, I think. I think I read it somewhere. Party, so yeah, party colour. Makes me want to party. Leisure gives you another blue. Don't get that at all. There's one called Soft, which basically just cycles green. Rainbow. The rainbow's pretty cool. Now with these, each one, you can actually change the speed of how fast the colours cycle through. So you move the slider along and it will change, and you can also slightly adjust the colours. So say for instance, you've got like an RGB strip, like I have behind me. Now I could probably make it so that light would actually flash in time with that strip. So you could synchronize it so that they all go the same colour at the same time. And likewise, if you've got a PC, if you've got some of the older thermal take RGB fans which aren't controllable, they just cycle through a colour, you could quite easily get them to match up, and you could probably get them to sync the colours. So you could set your PC to sync with your lights, which would be kind of cool. I guess people like that kind of thing. Anyway, so that's the rainbow effect. You've got shine. If anyone's got an idea what that is meant to be, put it in the comments please, because I have not got a clue. How the hell can that even be called shine? Are you mental? Whoever wrote this app wants shooting. Not literally, because that's a bad thing. Okay, and the last one is gorgeous. Now gorgeous is basically your RGB cycle, which everybody likes. And again, you can slow it down. You can have it actually super slow, so it basically almost stays on one colour and you can hardly tell. Now there is a little bit of a flicker between the lights, I will be honest. So for £15, it is a bargain because it does a lot of things, but if you want absolute perfection, you're going to have to pay a little bit more, if I'm honest. But as a lighting effect for a side lamp or whatever, I think it's great. And I'm going to be using it in the living room, and I'm going to annoy everybody when we're all in there watching TV. I'm going to be there playing around, changing the colour of the lights just to antagonise people. I probably will actually. So that is, you've seen the colours, you've seen that. What else have we got that I can show you? So in the menu, you can go through, you can modify device name, you can check your network status, you can set this up with Amazon Echo and Google Home System, which actually if I try it now, so, hey Google, turn RGB off.
All right, turning off the RGB.
So there we go. If I'd have called the lamp something else, like a bedroom lamp or upstairs lamp, then obviously it would do the same thing. You don't have to call it RGB, but whatever you do call it in the app is what you have to call it when you ask Google Assistant to do something with it. So let's try something else a little bit different. Hey Google, turn on RGB.
All right, turning the RGB on.
Hey Google, turn RGB white.
All right, changing the RGB to white.
Hey Google, change RGB to red.
Okay, changing the RGB to red.
Now, I'm not sure if that's coming through on the camera as being fully red. It is to my eye, but I think because of the way the camera's set up and the lighting in here, it probably doesn't look as red as what it should do. But do bear in mind it does look different in real life. The colours are a lot deeper and a lot stronger. That is a 125 watt bulb I got blasted in my face, so it is taking away some of the light from that. But this is the best way I can show it. But anyway, I digress. So that's the bulb working with the Google Home Assistant. This has been the smart Wi-Fi bulb from LYASI. I've been Mike, this is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and if you've got any comments, put them in the box below. See you again in the next video. Thanks for watching.